Shanti, Shanti. Om. May Brahman protect us both, the teacher and the student, equal. May he enable us to share the benefit of the learning equally. May we be equally strong to grasp the meaning of the learning. May the learning be equally fruitful to us. May we never be jealous of each other. Peace, peace, peace. So we are entering into the third chapter 3, part 2, chapter 3. So this is in continuation with the thought 158. So this is in continuation with the thought, the question Nachiketa did put before Yama, the god of death, asking very fundamental question. What is that question? Who can say? What was the question? Third question. What we are reading so far. To answer what question?
He wants to know the secret of death.
Secret of death. No. He wanted to know. Huh? He wanted to know. Some say that after death there is nothing. Some say there is something. I want to know the secret. What is remains?
He wants to know the secret of death.
Death is not. What is the secret of life and death?
Okay.
Death is one point, but life, what is the significance of life and what is the significance of death? It's a very vital question. That means that which is birthless, the body comes and goes, but that eternal, is there any such eternal thing? That is the major question. It is an advanced question, not a foolish question. That is a question that we see that every day things are changing. We see that everything is transforming into one form to the other. But is it eternal? And Patrick, could you call that boy? Brian?
Brian.
So that he will miss because he will not get any. So this is the very question. Some say na asti iti cheke na asti miti eke. So I want that to know that. And then entire chapter started by saying that the Atman is here in the body of the 11-gated house. He is seeing inside through the 11 gates to the eyes, then to the 5. The external experience of the world is going on like that, and we ended that it is His presence is everywhere. Sorry, the body goes away, but it does not go. You have read all this, just I am touching some. After death, what remains then? That the truth has been expressed this way. That which even people sleep, people get dream, people get awakened state. But that never sleeps, that awareness, consciousness, that is Shukram, that is called the pure, that is called the Brahman, that is called the immortal. And in that reality, everything is pervaded. It is set into that background. So, but the pollution of the world, the right and wrong things of life, does it affect? Does it affect our soul? No, it does not affect. Like, given the example we have read, like the Suryo Yathanam hi tamup Chukshusho Noliprati Chakshusho Vajyodosai, as the sun. Sun does not get polluted because my eyes see the world, and if some defect in my eyes, so I can see distorted. But so the inner essence, the truth, the Brahman, it does not change. It does not contaminate. It is beyond all sorrow and suffering. So, and what is that? The very powerful expression, we got it when it says in the last 2-3 verses before, it says, Nityo Nityanam, that which is Nitya, eternal, in the midst of, of everything non-eternal. Chetanas Chetananam is the consciousness behind our awareness. I am seeing you, I am hearing you, I am feeling. Behind that, that is the essential consciousness. Behind the apparent consciousness. Apparent consciousness means I know you, but there is some consciousness behind. And being one, that consciousness, that support, it gives support to all and everyone. Yeah? So, and then those people who are fortunate, who can see that reality in the inmost core, I'll tell you, just don't get that distracted. Wait, I'll report again which page what. So, that eternal, that unchanging, which is not changing with the change of the world, but he is the support of all fulfillment of our desires. Because of that, we have our wish. Because of that, we have our craving. Because of that, we get also something. So who is the nurturer, supporter? That is the same consciousness. And those who can try to find the truth in the innermost recesses of the heart, their happiness is eternal. That was 13 verse of the last chapter. And last verse was, in that realm, that's a wonderful verse I reported that time, on the 15th verse of the last chapter, which says, there the sun shines not, nor the moon, nor the stars, not even the lightning. But the question of this material fire. Because that eternal shining reality, everything shines. And because of that, you see everything revealed into our conception. Because it is the light behind you is a dead body. What is the light behind which shines through the eyes? What is the light behind which our hearing? Our experiences of happiness, pleasure, pain. No, that is the reality. And that is the sun. Sun is a material sun. This glory of the sun is only just an infinitesimal part of that cosmic consciousness. So, it is he shining, everything shines. It's a grand philosophy and grand theory to apply every day. Wherever you find anything manifesting, wherever you find anything animated, try to think, who is the animating force behind it? It is that one consciousness. That one consciousness is supporting the needs of all of us, nurturing us, and again consuming us at the end of our apparent living in the duality. So this is a very vital verse we have read. The sun does not shine there, nor does the moon, nor do the stars, nor the lightnings, much less the question of this fire. When he shines, everything shines after him. By his light, all these shine. What a grand idea. They bringing God into our consciousness, very close. God in the heaven comes to our every experience, every emotion, everything we see, everything we hear. Kena Upanishad, another Upanishad, the grand Upanishad where it says, this question was read, whose consciousness allows me to see? Kena ishitam preshitam patati manaha. Guided by whom? Who in my mind promotes things? The mind goes and runs for subject. What is that? Who is the power behind our desire, frustration, our joys, our pains, our agonies? What is that? It is that consciousness. Because of that, everything is animated, everything is visible, everything we see, everything we feel, everything we sense. But we do not know that. Because of the Wi-Fi, all your computers are working. Because of all the phones are working. Because there is some... Why? What is that? Wi-Fi or what? Tell me, you are all technical people. Eh?
Cell towers.
Cell towers. But but the question is that your phone will not work if that whatever that
Signal.
huh?
What kind of signal? Yeah.
Anyhow that whatever is without that. So similarly, but it is invisible. But it is invisible. I don't see in my eyes. I don't see that. But you know that your computer will not stop. When you say, oh, the Wi-Fi is not working. Password I put, but it is no connection. But why? It is there everywhere. Your machine is defective, that's why you don't get it. But when everything machine is okay and the supply is there, it is supply all the time there. So the consciousness permeates anything and everything of the universe. Not that it is here for this moment and there will be that time. It is all the time there, forever. But we are off from that disconnected. That's why you do not know. What is spiritual life, you know? Only to be aware of that. Who the Ramakrishna's disciple said? He said that spiritual illumination experience is so easy. I didn't understand before. It is just to recognize. Our condition is constant denial. We deny the divinity. We deny that consciousness all the time. And we are very happy with the apparent expression of that communication, of that consciousness. When it's coming through the mind, my mind is making me jump like a monkey. And I think, that is me, that is me, that is me. But we don't go a little further. What is that force behind? And that is everywhere. So, that was the wonderful idea that God, God is not in the heavens, not sitting some corner with a rod in hand or a big computer machine in it and recording all your karmas, what you are doing, good or bad, and after death, you will go to eternal hell or eternal heaven. It is not like that. You are creating your future, not knowing that. You want to play, you want to be deluded. We all willingly have decided to be deluded. Is it not? Every day you pay money, go to see some movie. Are you not paying money to be deluded? Tell me what you do. You constantly go there and pay the money, knowing that I will be deluded. I will cry sometime, I will smile sometime, like a mad guy. Is it not? You see in the movie and you sit in a chair and you are having popcorn and other things, and suddenly this boom, something appears in the screen. And then you become very serious. Your popcorn you forgot and other things. And who is on your right, left, and then you become serious. And what? And with that, sometimes you are becoming very full of anxiety. Sometimes you are smiling. Your face is changing. What is going on there? And you are changing here. And forgetting that it is all happening. Willfully, I am come here to get the enjoyment of becoming befooled by ignorance. And we are doing this in the same way. It is a bigger drama going on. And the consciousness is behind that sitting idly. And he's making a fun. Well, see how this guy who has no problem, and in the screen someone is stabbing someone and you cry out. So this is the plan and this is the forgetfulness, and that is the life of ignorance. So now we have learned the other chapter, these beautiful ideas, how to bring God into our consciousness. Now let us start the chapter 3, part 2 on page 158, and it will be what is called in Brian's book, it will be 2.3.1. 2.3.1. Okay. Now you can chant with me. I will chant a little bit. Urdhamulo avakshakha esho asatva sanatanaha tadeva shukram tad brahma tadeva amritamuchyate tasmin lokaha sitaha sarve tadunanneti kashana etadvaitat. Wonderful. Now they are comparing that this world is what? Where is its root? The world comes out of what? Not from void, not Shunya, but it comes from the Brahma. In the Gita also, this verse has been quoted, that as if like a tree is giving the example of a Ashwatha tree. That tree, people tree, what is here? Its roots are rooted in the ground. No. Now turn it. Roots are in the heaven. And the tree is coming down like that. Just think a tree upside down. How does it look? So that's it. Urdha moolam. Mula means the roots. The roots are in the urdha. Urdha means up above. What is up above means what? Brahman. The tree of samsara. Samsara is that what is visible universe, with its leaves, with its branches, with its twigs, and all this diversity of coloring of flowers, fruits, etc. Its root is in the Satchidananda Brahman, Urdha Moolam. Other Shakam, Shakha means branches. The branches are all spread in the downward journey. No? Other Shakam. As it is going up like that, just imagine it is upside down. And Esho, this Ashwatha has two meanings. Ashwatha means which will not be there tomorrow even, or it appears that it is all the time there. That's why these trees are called a category. They never die. You kill or chop out, its life force is so strong, something will come out. It's very difficult to destroy this type of tree. That example is taken, that this samsara vriksha, this world of diversity, you cannot chop it. You chop one side, it sprouts another side. You try to cut your attachment in one side, it grows in another side. So it goes on and on and on, as if you see, as you stand on the bank of Mississippi, and you stand, and you see that water is flowing. No? Flowing means when? You can see your mom, your dad, your grandma, grandpa, his grandma or her grandma, grandpa, go on. Mississippi is flowing all the time. Is it the same water? No. But you see it is flowing. So this world is going on. Whether we are born before us, our predecessor, their predecessor, time immemorial, this world, flow of the world is going on. And even if we die, what will happen? Suppose I die this moment, the world will stop? No, it will go on and on the same way, only I will be absent here. So this is called the flow of samsara, the life. This flow of our life and the society in which we live, we give so much value. It is a foolish concept of this reality imprinted here. Every drop of water you see now, it has moved, it has moved, it has moved, it is gone. But we hold on to that point and we cry and weep for that. But that is gone. This is going on. Even this moment is going on. This moment, when it started, that moment is gone. Within click, I am telling, by that time it is gone. But how foolishly we are holding on to things of life and thinking so serious, but not thinking what is the background upon which this flow of river, Mississippi is flowing. What is the bed? Bed is permanent. On the bed, the water flowing. So bed, just a comparison. Nothing can be compared with Brahman. But to understand, that is the unchanging over the changing thing. Here, the Brahman is eternal and its branches has come down. Its root is in Brahman. Origin is in Brahman. And its manifestation through Maya is in this life. And it seems, this tree, I am here 25 years. I see the same tree. But is the same tree. How many times we have cut his, trimmed his wings, no? Cutting here, cutting there, chopping neck, nose. But it's still that. It appears as if the same. But everything is changing. But its root is not in the earth. In this samsara, it is in the Brahman. So, urdhamulam, this world is like a big banyan tree that is rooted high above. Here, high above means high above the duality, high above the concept of our material living, and has its branches such as men, women, animals, insects, plants. All these things which constitute the world is spread out below. Branches are, these are the branches. What are the branches? We are the branches. Anything we see in the world of creation, these are all branches. If the phenomenal world is timeless in the sense that it comes and goes again and again like waves, like the cycles, and the root of this tree is Brahman, that means phenomenal universe as I am describing so long, the water flows. It's not the same water, but you see another water, no? You see the same quantity of water as it were in the river, and the river water flows, but the particles are gone. You are one soul, I am one soul. We will not be here. But now imagine in this room now. Here is the same way Swami Sarvadevananda started. He used to sit here in the chair. Audience were there. They used to live, they used to enjoy this speech. For years and years it went on. And think of other Swamis, whoever came. They sat here, they talked here, their like audience was someone. They are gone, they are gone. Even now it is going on. When I came, I saw the faces. Only few we can see that they are still. I can recognize that we are there continuously. But others are gone, gone. But no one is gone. Gone, but someone has come. So we find the Sunday lecture time you come, the hall is maybe full. But this fullness of the hall appears the same. But the individual soul is changed. So in this world that's also great lesson. That its root is in Brahman and manifestation in the name and form, the person, plant, animal, whatever in this world constitutes, microbe, cells, neurons, whatever you talk about, everything is changing and going and going. But it appears the same temple, same hall, same talk. God, 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 God. This devil is for only talking God, 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 God. Love, 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 love. Detach. Is it not? What else this podium has given so many years, for last 80 plus years, no? So it's the same. But apparently it is the same. But no, individual has all changed. So this is the point. That is that Atman, that Brahman, which is that, what? The Tadeva Shukram, that is the pure. Shukra is the pure. Shubhra, pure. Tad Brahma, that is called the Brahman. Tadeva Amrita Uchati, that is called the immortal. Amrita means dead. Amrita means which undying principle. It is that undying principle. Amritam Uchati. And tasmin loka sita sarve, all these lokas. Lokas means in the created universe, whatever existing in this plane. In this plane, we see you, me like that. If I have a sixth sense, another condition of the mind, I'll see. Many people see ghosts around. Is it not? You cannot deny. They see ghosts. What can you do? You are sitting, I am sitting. One may be seeing ghosts, another may be seeing a person, another may be seeing gods and goddesses. So, what? These are all in the realm of the Maya, ignorance, but in one level to the another level and another level of the mind. When you go beyond mind, then that is the absolute truth which nurtures, supports everything in this world of duality. So, Tasmin Sita, on that eternal Brahman is established. What? The Sita Sarve. Sarve means everything in the created universe is set on that. Like, we give another example, like you feel that infinite ocean. All the ripples and waves and bubbles and tsunamis and huge turbulent things are going on. It's resting on that unchanging ocean. Ocean is so big, it matters little. If tsunami happens or another Harvey or whatever, Harvey is not for hurricane. So whatever happens, it may change your names, but the ocean, for ocean, is nothing. It is same, absolute, and will unchanging. So go back to that unchanging truth. You see, this is the indication. Don't look at the waves. Don't look at the ripples. Don't feel so much attached to the things on the surface. Ignore that. Try to understand on which it is dancing. All the waves and ripples and bubbles are dancing on what? On the ground of the ocean. So all of us are dancing, singing, crying, weeping, doing spiritual practice, cheating each other, or doing all types of good and bad and nonsense things and very dedicated things, dancing on that consciousness, only not knowing. If we know, then we will not do the way we are doing. Then we will enjoy. And what is bliss, that it is I am everywhere, dancing in every form. It is the same one consciousness in every divine form. It is all divine, all water. This ripple, that ripple matters little. It is all divine, all pure, all stainless. So that should be the idea. This truly is the self. Oh my God, that's it can be more. Okay.
Someone put phone or something in the charger in the bathroom. It's not very safe to leave it in the bathroom in the phone. I do not know. It looks like there's some cell phone or something.
Anyhow, probably anyone have missed your phone, check it. If not, maybe somebody has done it. Okay. So, now, so do you get it? What they are talking about? Every verse gives us very new light, and we can really get benefit out of it. And we can think. Another week, we can think on this verse and can memorize Urdhvam Ulam. Everything is rooted into the infinite Brahman, which is up above. Why up above, below? Because we have concept. Up is good, below is this. Always up is good now. When you go by fly in the plane, You see, you are detached from everything. And how many houses you see? Here only you see this much small place, no? As you go up, you see, horizon increases. And go up, up, up. As much as you go, your vision expands and expands and expands. So in spiritual life also, one ascends like that. Horizon expands. So this world is being compared to a banyan tree. An ordinary tree has its root below and its branches above. But this tree has its branches below and its root above. We cannot see that root, however. Where is it? That root is in Brahman. At first, Brahman was not manifest. Later, it manifested itself as this world. And these branches of this tree, that is the animate and inanimate world, are all we see. And they were originally in that Brahman unchanging. Like a banyan tree, this world is also perishable. It changes, but it does not go out of existence altogether. The creation comes and goes again and again, again and again. The cycle of birth and death, creation and destruction happens. But it never gets annihilated like our experience. Our experience about this waking state goes to the dream state. And waking experience and dream experience all are lost into where? When you go to deep sleep. Where does go the world? Where does go your all imagination in the dream? Your dream is gone, this world is gone. You may say, no, it is not gone. I wake up and I see. That is not the point. When you wake up, that's a different thing. But that period of time, the world has vanished for you. See, this is happening every day. But we never pay attention to that. That we can live in a state when the world will drop automatically. It is happening automatically every night. But if one can practice spiritual discipline and lift the mind in the God consciousness there, this world will drop automatically. Our world does not drop because we don't intensely think of the divine. If we have the capability to get absorbed in the thought of the divine so intensely, the world will vanish in a moment. World is no more a reality. It is only an appearance. So at first Brahman was not manifest. Later it manifested itself as this world, the branches of this tree, that is the animate and inanimate world, are all we see. And they were originally in that Brahman. Like a banyan tree, this world is also perishable. It changes, but it does not go out of existence altogether. It comes and goes in the cycles. And in that sense, it continues and is eternal. This is world also, it have no end. As we have no end, this world vanishes every night for us, and again it starts tomorrow morning. And again whole day work and go to sleep, and in that sleep again the world vanishes. It vanishes but again comes back. So Hindu creation theory is called cyclical. It is cycle. It goes and comes. It goes and it's not that in one day God created and one day it will all go away. No, it is not Hindu concept. Hindu concept is you may be released from all these troubles of life by knowing Brahman, your own identity. Particular wave may attain liberation into the ocean, but maybe infinite number of waves will be rising on the surface of the ocean all the time. Because one drop gets released, one person realizes God, does not mean the whole world will be free. This drama of the world will go on. There will be 7.5 billion, now how much? People. And we think that I will do this. I understand that. What is 7 point some billion? What is the concept of heads? Can you imagine? And I think I will change the world. I will do. I will write a book, do things, or I will give such a lecture. I'll change the whole mind of the people. Huh? So it's rather you change yourself, and then you'll find that yes, you have conquered the world. Because after changing, that is the real conquering, that is the real success of life. So to know that this ripple dies, but ocean does not, and because one ripple gets freedom, liberation, does not mean the world drama will stop. You have seen one movie, you liked it, I like it, let me go another time. You see the second time, you go another time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. If it is too desirable for you, you can go. Then afterwards, you don't go. But others are saying, oh, there's a movie, I should have to go. So you see the hall is full all the time with spectators. This world drama is always full. And many players are here playing all the time. When we get tired of playing like that, we say, Swami Vivekananda says, Evar Firao Mure. Oh Lord, please take me back. I have played enough. My play is done. Swami Vivekananda has a beautiful poem, My play is done. How much nonsense, how much crying, how much weeping. Uselessly I spend my days and night. My play is done. I have seen what is this world. I know who am I now. No? So to go back to your own self, that is the call here. Think, this world will go on. That is a mistake. We want to change the world. It's a very great mistake in our life. Rather, you have come to change yourself. And you will be freed from all this bondage. That's your glory. And you cannot. How many people have come to change the world? There is a statement, even Rama came. Jodupati Kaggata Mathurapuri. What is the line I forgot? Where is Rama? He came and he was the ideal king and did everything and established all good things. What happened after that? Came Krishna. What happened? Change world again, dog's curly tail. Even God comes to help us. He stretches the tail like this. And as soon as it lifts, boom, it starts curling again. And again he comes and again straightens. That's the purpose of the incarnations. Great spiritual incarnations come for that purpose. But to prove that yes, for a moment it can give inspiration to people to awaken in their consciousness. Ramakrishna said, I bless you that you all attain your real divine consciousness. What more to say? I bless that you all attain your own self-consciousness. Chaitanya Hok, you all be awakened in your consciousness. And he did touch this, that. You see our condition? Still we are in this world. Huh? So what to do? It's not a frustration. But the point is that to pay more attention how I can rise above. Don't try to think that you have any power to control anyone or change anyone. It is the world. Rather, in this machine we come, we understand, oh, this is the formation, this is the science of this creation. So if you are here, you have to save yourself. Get out of it. Get out of the machine. Don't be crushed. Don't get crushed into the turmoil of this world. Just get out of it. And what is the way out? This is the way out. Think of the divine. Think that this is a play going on. This drama is from time immemorial, go on and on and on. And this is an opportunity to learn, to detach, and get back to my own self, so that I am free from the cycle of birth and death, and this suffering and pleasure, and I can remain in my eternal dignity, eternal purity, eternal blessedness. What a grand idea is given in the Upanishad, no? So, like a banyan tree, this world is also perishable. If it changes, but it does not go out of the existence altogether. It comes and goes in cycles. And in that sense, it continues and is eternal. It seems like the world is eternal, no? No one knows when this tree first appeared or when it will totally disappear. We cannot find which day. Material science says how many millions, how many billion years the sun, and they split into so many pieces. How many million?
5 billion.
Huh?
They say 5 billion.
5?
5 billion.
5 billion, only 5 billion years ago. And that day it happened. And then go rotating, cool down, this, that, and we human being came. This is one theory. But eternal theory is that this creation is going on in this star, and how many stars are there, how many pools are going on in the whole cosmos, who knows? How many personalities are there in the whole cosmos, who can fathom them? Huh? But this play goes on and on and on and on. Huh? But we come here, go through this, not for crying and weeping only, but to get out of it. That's the favorite example. Swamiji said, better to be born in a church, but not to die in a church. Better to be born in a school. We are in a school. This schooling of getting graduate. Graduate of what? Of knowing ourselves. We know ourselves one way. I am a limited being. I have limited power. I expect this. I hold on to do that. Someone is obstructing. I am crying, weeping for that. Get out, get out, get out. But does not happen. Understanding that, then we give up. No, not to change there, to change here. And try to go inside and inside and inside. And a blessed moment comes when one will recognize, hey, I am not this I was thinking before. I am much bigger than that. And knowing our inner dignity, inner potential power, then we become perfectly peaceful. That I don't expect anything from the world. I don't expect an iota of anything from the world. And world cannot give me. It is all in me. When one understands that and establishes oneself, what a freedom, what a joy. That is called the freedom. That is necessity. Otherwise we are all slaves of our desires, slaves of our fear, anxiety, worries, tension. What is this life? It's not a life we live. Life should be freedom. Life should be cheerfulness. Life should be joyfulness. So how to get into that? Not in the mundane world. Not to curb the world, but to curb here. It's a great lesson. So the root of the tree, however, is Brahman, and that is unchanging and unchangeable. It always is the same. Nothing can affect it. It is pure and immortal. All things in this world are under the shelter of that Brahman, and nothing can exist independent of it. So this I read in this book, but I will read another book. Just why am I reading? I can move really. See, I am not in rush to end the book. That's my nature. But what will you get? You can say, I have read this book. Read this book is important, or you delve into in the inner depth of one verse and just saturate your heart with that thought. Let it ring in your heart. This thought again and again and again. Understand every word and spiritualize our consciousness. No? So that is more important. That's why I go back again and again. How many days? I read Panchadoshi here, maybe for about 5 years or 7 years, I don't know. But Panchadoshi can be finished, one paragraph, 10-20 verses in one day. You can finish it quickly. And I am reading that, what you call, after this book I was thinking what to start. You can think about that, what to start. We are reading that Nectar of Supreme Bliss, what is the Yoga Vasishta. And I'm going to Santa Barbara. I think, how many years? 2 years maybe past now. We are still reading and reading. But our people get exhausted, tired up with me because they're so slow. I move so slow. But that slow, I like it because I want to understand a little more, so that you can really extract the juice. You know, these Upanishads are like sugar cane. Sugar cane, the sugar cane, you can get the sugar cane itself, and if you can chew it, no? A grinder can give you juice, that's a different thing. But you want to extract the juice, and fresh juice, that you have to chew it. But you have to know how to chew it. If you don't know, then your throats will be cut. Tongue and throats will be cut. But if you know to how to chew it, then every drop you can enjoy. So it is like to enjoy the Upanishad, you have to absorb and absorb and absorb. As much as you absorb, one verse is enough to change your life. Transformation of our life does not need much. Spiritual life is not that difficult. Only we have to accept what is the truth and to try to live in that consciousness with our own effort. And then God's grace, of course, will be there. So it says,
Swamiji, it doesn't really matter to get through it with a book very fast because the subject matter is the same. So what difference does it make whether we go from this book to this book?
yeah, no, yeah, still there is some value of it because people get tired. The same monotonous, same book.
But it's the same
Of course, I save the money. I save your money for purchasing another book. So this book says this is the ancient Ashwatha tree whose roots are above and branches spread below. That is verily the pure, that is Brahman, and that is also called the immortal. In that rests all the worlds, and none can transcend it. Verily, this is that eternal. All those who have lost at last a scrappy knowledge of Sanskrit are advised to get hold of a copy of Shankara's commentary upon this mantra. It is a piece of joy. So here is only one person is holding Shankara's commentary, Brian, no? So read very well. This book is suggesting. Even the great philosopher Sri Shankaracharya was seemingly carried away into the realm of pure poetry and literature at the beauty of the depth of suggestions contained in this mantra. He is appreciating Shankara's commentary. So if you have Gambhirananda Swami's book is there, based on Shankara's commentary, he has translated it. Anyhow, we'll get the same thing here. Just as the sweet scent of the night flower wafting towards us can give us an idea of not only the presence of a night queen's shrub, but also the roots that sustain the plants. So too, the Upanishad, from an observation of the finite world of names and form, wants to deduce the root of all that lies in a region concealed from our superficial observations. Thus, in order to point out an unseen cause for the sin and experienced effects, the scripture is here bringing out a beautiful comparison of this universe projected out from the reality in the form of a pipal tree, a Ashwatha tree. It is also relevant here to remember that in describing the same fig tree, Lord Vyasa also has devoted the 3 entire stanzas in the opening of the 15th chapter in his masterpiece, Bhagavad Gita. That means in the Bhagavad Gita it is said, what is the verse? I forgot. What is that verse? Ashwatha Asurdhamulam Adashakam Ashwathang Prahurabbayam Sannangsi Yasya Paranani Yastang Veda Savedavid. It is the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita where it has been mentioned Urdhamulam, the same verse. Urdhamulam, this samsara, this world we see, we try to find out where did it come from. The Upanishad and the Bhagavad Gita says it comes, its root is in the Brahman. Urdham Mulam, in the above. Adhashakam, same idea. Shankaracharya in his commentary also provides us with a reason why this samsara, this world, has been compared to a tree by the Upanishad. The Sanskrit word is vriksha, meaning a tree, because it is felled. Commonly known to the majority, there is no tree which is so extensive in growth, sturdiness in build, and long in its duration of life as is the pippal's tree or fig tree. And the Upanishad could not have thought of another tree equally appropriate to compare it with the world of plurality. Generally, the professional writers of cheap notes lead away by their literal word meaning, explaining the tree of samsara as having its root above and branches hanging down. This is absurd, and even the Upanishad's statement cannot make any asata tree to do as Shirshasana. Shirshasana, you know, headstand. Headstand. We are now, our head is, leg is below, head is up. Now you can, your head is below and leg up, and then move then. Huh? So it is, the tree is up, upside down. So that is the opposite idea. There can be, it says the word urdha here does not mean up in the sense of geometrical up, but it is used to indicate the idea of reverence. Thus, of the many parts of the tree samsara, the root is much more sacred, and hence it is urdha, up. And this root sucking out its sap from the supreme place of Vishnu, the all-pervading Atman. Again, there can be yet another reason why Upanishad has chosen this tree in concept for the purpose of representing this world. The very word aswatha can be liquidated in Sanskrit into three components part, meaning thereby that which will not be tomorrow. As I said, this tree samsara means this world is called samsara because it is now here, it is not tomorrow the same. Though we see that it is the same, as I give the example of the Mississippi, you can stand on the bank and see the same river flowing, but it is not the same water content, not the same water drops. As I give the example, this room, Swami Prabhupada, Swami Swahananda Maharaj, Swami, so many big Swamis came here. They spoke years and years the same thing. And the audience, but same audience is no more. Those used to come, those drops have gone away into their own spiritual quest. Another came, another infilling, another coming, another going. Every day we find someone comes for one time, goes away. Someone comes 2 times and goes away. Someone comes 5 times and maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and life takes us to different direction. So this is but appears that the temple is having some devotees and someone here to speak. Sarvadevananda was here, now I am here, and of course other Swamis are speaking. So this world goes on like that. Appears it is the same. Suppose someone comes to this place who have visited 25 years ago and have not seen in these 25 years, come back. They will say, oh my God, what a great change here and there, no? But I live here 25 years, so I don't see any change. I see the same thing. Next morning I will see the same temple. I will go to the parking lot and I will go to the same dining hall. And the same. It seems the same, but it is not the same. Everything is changing. So this world is also appears to be as if not changing, but it is changing every moment. In spite of our repeated efforts at finding the sufficient reason to generate their appreciation of this gem of poetry and philosophy, in their Hindu students, in their hindered, hardened prejudices against the style and content of the Upanishads, might yet find some difficulty in understanding it. Chinmaya, means he himself, may here try to give for them yet another example. What is the example? Have you not seen in your history textbooks charts representing the line of descendants of the various ruling dynasties? Each of them starts with a great grandsire and then branches out into the sons and daughters, who in their turn again spread out into an array of grandsons and granddaughters and ad infinitum. Don't these printed charts look like a tree with its root up? We call the family tree, no? Nowadays we call family tree. And they are literally called the English as the charts of family tree. Would you not, if not in sympathy, at least in an intellectual understanding, give the rishis of the Upanishads as the benefit of doubt? In short, the Upanishad wants us to understand only the simple fact that the finite world is itself rooted in the truth and maintains itself from the nourishments drawn from the absolute truth. This samsara, this world, is a tree mainly because it cannot be cut down and removed once and forever with the firm acts of discrimination. You can have your liberation, but you cannot cut the whole world for everyone. Understand point? Individual person can be liberated, but you cannot think by miracle the whole world will be one day all realized. No. The play will go on. Ramakrishna said it is mother's play going on. Mother does not want that every child will get a grandma. No, it is called there is a play, it's called the granny's play. They all are thief. But if you touch the granny, then no one can touch you. There is a game like that. But Ramakrishna said, the granny does not want that everyone will touch her at the very beginning of the game. Let us play something. So we are playing. It is by divine will, we call mother's will. Now you come to Shakta philosophy, then you can say it is mother's play going on. And mother wants that the children should play a little bit. Sometimes cry, sometimes weep, and ultimately I will take them back to my home. You know? But everyone has this different time. Ramakrishna said, everyone will have food, but some will have their meal finished. Those who go to school, maybe in early morning. Those who go work in the home only, they may get at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Someone may be whole tired at the end of the day, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So everyone will get meal, everyone will get liberated, but not at a time. It depending on everyone's spiritual intense practice and experience of the world. Unless the experience of the world is finished in whatever way, mind will not go to think about this philosophy and idea. So it is a great idea that think that this world will go on eternally like a peepal tree, like a fig tree, but its root is Brahman. We are all standing on the consciousness, divine blessedness. We are all Tajjalan iti. Upanishad says in another place, everything is coming from Tat. Tat means that absolute consciousness. It springs from that, it dances on that, and it merges into that. When it dances, we call this world. When it merges, we call it is pralaya, Hindu concept of destruction, total dissolution. When Noah's Ark, the example of Noah's Ark, when everything will be all dissolved, and there will be an ark where God collects all the seeds of everything, isn't it? So seed means everything goes in the seed form. And to spring again from that. And the creation goes on and on. And individual people who are tired of seeing that, they will say, oh Lord, enough is enough. Please give me now some relief. I am tired of it. I have played enough. My wings are now tired. Please help me. Okay, so we'll read the second verse next day. Om Shahana Bhavatu Shahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejashvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Panam Astu.